Well-placed royal sources are now saying that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's titles could actually finally be at risk. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor, and man, things are getting juicy. I have so much to react to that breaking news keeps taking it over, but we'll get to a lot of the stuff that I've been missing. But this one just came across my eyes, and I needed to bring it to you. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's royal titles at risk as King convenes Balmoral summit. Now, this is a big deal because their titles are up for discussion, apparently, at this Balmoral visit next week when the royal family meets for their annual summer holiday. Now, according to their extremely well-placed source over at express.uk, point of discussion at what has been dubbed a royal family summit will be the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and how they fit into the royal family over the next decade. They are meeting at Balmoral to discuss a number of things, but one of them will be the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. What people don't realize is that the Balmoral gathering isn't just a summer holiday. The family also participates in prearranged meetings where they discuss the family's current position and how they can best prepare for the future. Last year was very much about honoring the Queen, and it was the King's first time hosting the gathering since her death. But this will be about how the family can best move forward without the Sussexes. Ouch. Damn. Not only will Harry and Meghan's tours and upcoming trip to Canada be on the agenda, but also their titles and peerages will be up for discussion. They're on set now to be on this quasi-royal tour, which is really frustrating because it's not a royal tour at all. They're trying to make it sound and look like a royal tour to Colombia tomorrow. On my birthday. Yes, my birthday. We'll have a stream celebration on Planet. Hope to see you guys there. But they were given their titles by the late Queen on the day they married on May 19th, 2018. Harry's official title, the Duke of Sussex, Earl of Dumbarton, and Baron Keeley. Anyway, he was also made a Knight Commander of the Royal Victorian Order by Queen Elizabeth. Meghan Markle's official title are the Duchess of Sussex, Countess of Dumbarton, and Baroness of Keekeel. She sure is the Countess of Dumbarton, isn't she? Sorry. I was trying to get my... Where's my wah? I don't have it here anymore. I lost it. Wah. I tried. My buttons are broken. Anyway, I digress. Try to make a funny joke. There it is. All right. Thank you. Sorry. It was worth the delay. But yes, she certainly is the Countess of Dumbarton. Anyway, this is a big deal because they've been asked to no longer use stop rolling up there. They've been asked to not use Her Royal Highness, His Royal Highness, which appears to have triggered the revolt against the royal family. The source adds that although it will be easy for King Charles to strip the Sussexes of their gifted titles, Prince, for example, it will be a different story when it comes to their peerages. There could be a challenge made if any peerages are removed. So this is something that needs to be navigated extremely carefully. The title of Prince and Her Royal Highness are both gifts from the sovereign and can't be stripped quite easily. But Harry's dukedom, earldom, and barony will have to be removed by an act of parliament, which could throw up a lot of unnecessary problems and want immediate attention. Source adds that if Harry were to lose his prince title, that would mean Archie and Lilibet could also lose theirs, but the children would be able to use the Dumbarton titles while their parents will be known simply as the Sussexes and not the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. My God, wouldn't that be amazing? They would hate it. They would victimize the hell out of it. They would be all up there. But I don't even want to hear the full quote. Look, all of this seems like a very unlikely thing. I just don't see them actually wanting to cause this much stress and drama. I don't see the royal family wanting to cause this much drama because it would kick such a hornet's nest. That said, they should. They absolutely should, but it is more complicated as we've learned they'd need parliament, etc. But I bet you parliament would be down as well. All of this only adds to the fact that Harry and Meghan have been so hurt over this Balmoral snub. More info coming in as they've been hurt but not shocked over the royal family's decision to snub them from the firm's annual summer gathering. The Duke and Duchess have been excluded from invitations for a vast majority of events since quitting royal life. Well, I wonder why, because you quit royal life. Cancer-stricken King Charles has seen Prince Archie on just a few occasions and has only met Princess Lilibet once, which is incredibly sad. Thomas Markle Meghan's father has never met the kids, not once, has never even met her husband. Weird, given all that he's done for her. They like to put out this narrative that he sucks, but he did a lot more for her and his family. I don't care what he sold to a tabloid once. You still be there for your family who raised you and took care of you and paid for it all and paid for your mom, I've learned over time too. Shady, shady, shady stuff. Still, it seems as though the monarch is not looking to see the Sussexes anytime soon. It doesn't exactly shock Harry and Meghan that they're not invited, considering that they're not even on speaking terms at this point, but it feels very much like a personal attack designed to hurt and embarrass them. It's not just about pride or hurt feelings. Yeah, right. There are very ugly repercussions for them when the constant narrative is that their family outcasts keep getting fed. Charles only met Lilibet, nicknamed Lily, for the first time during the Platinum Jubilee with the Queen. It's not a decision that would have been taken lightly. It would have to be a decision made by the advice of his team. Grant Harold, the monarch's former royal butler, exclusively told the Post. If they had been snubbed, Harry and Meghan would not be too happy. They would find it hurtful. It would show that the relationship between the families has gone over the point of repair. Harold, who worked for Charles for 7 years, said he has no doubt the king wants to see his grandchildren as he is a family man. One thing that would be agreed is that the grandchildren will not be impacted by this feud. An insider told Closer that the snub impacts Harry and Meghan's brand as well as their morale, as it is potentially to put them more at risk. They're now being forced to figure out strategy to fight back. One option on the table is to go all out with a big tell-all from Meghan. We'll be reporting on that too at some point, where she completely lays out her side of the story. More on that. But look, this is all what it is. And so it all comes down to, was this threat, the screaming rage, why did you ask me these questions about all that stuff and dig up all these old things? Was that all on purpose to put out a veiled threat to the royal family to remind them after this Balmoral snub? Like, hey, I still got ammo over here. If you want me to use it, well, keep treating us like outcasts. Or hook us up and maybe we'll, not share as much. It's sort of what it feels like, right? I feel like the royal family there's no way to win at this point, given how much Harry and Meghan have shared and put out there. So it does not surprise me at all that they would have this conversation on the books during this year, which the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are not invited. And then discussing, well, should we finally remove that Duke and Duchess or even Prince title? Should we take it to Parliament? Should we have these actual conversations? This is the first time I do believe and think there is a chance at the conversation. And I wonder who at that table is going to say what. It's so easy to say, yeah, William's going to want to strip it or the King's want, but I think it's a lot harder than people want to admit. It is. It's harder. He was born a prince. He's the son of a king, future king. He's always going to be a prince. You can take it away all you want, but I think no matter what you say, Prince Harry is always Prince Harry. Now, Duke and Duchess and all this stuff, could we start stripping that? He's still going to call himself Prince Harry, and she's going to call herself Meghan. That's all it is. She's Meghan, and he's Prince Harry. H&M is what they do. Even if they ditch the titles, I think they'll just victimize themselves. Oh, the royal family stripped our kids of their lineage, and da-da-da-da. I just don't see the benefit from the royal family's perspective. But the fact that it's up for debate, the fact that it will actually be talked about tomorrow, let's keep an open mind and an open ear as to what's going to happen. What do you think? Is it possible? Hit that bell for alerts if you haven't already. Make sure you get notified by smashing that all. Hit the thumbs up and leave a comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts. I hope you'll join us. We got more coming here and on Planet. Tomorrow is my birthday. Hope to see you guys live around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, maybe a little earlier. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Palace.